20 years as a TV prop master, I have to bring visual aids to make my point. As a kid born in Detroit, the Motor City, and raised in LA, the Freeway City, I've got cars in my blood. So does my whole family. What triggered this story was rummaging through my garage. I found a box of car memorabilia. In this box of car memorabilia, it triggered a lot of memories. One of the things was my dad was a custom car builder, hot rodder, motorcycle guy, and he was in a car club in high school. Now apparently, when you're in a car club in the mid-60s, you make a cast aluminum plate of your club logo to put in your car. And I found just that from the Triton's Car Club, and it says here SFV. When I was a little kid, I thought that was super fast vehicles. Turns out it's just the San Fernando Valley. Further in the box, much to my surprise, was this wonderful first place trophy from the 1971 Michigan drag races, won in a '66 Corvette Fastback by my mother. True story. Now the meat and potatoes of this box are the more than a dozen personalized license plates that I found from my vehicles over the years. As I looked at this stack of license plates, I thought, this sort of tells the story of my personal emotional evolution over the last 30 years. And two other things. One, that I've paid way too much for car registration. And two, I think I've got some communication issues. Definitely got a thing or two to say. Now, as a young boy, I was caught up in cars, country, and consumption. That's the American way. To show my enthusiasm for cars, I had a giant yellow 1973 Suburban 9-passenger with a massive 454 cubic inch V8 engine, race exhaust, race camshaft, race rear end. This was a dragster with a house attached. I want you to picture a skinny 16-year-old kid basically doing burnouts in a school bus. To show my love of country, on the front bumper, I proudly displayed USA 1. To show my pride in my personal fuel consumption, on the back bumper, it said Guzzler. These are my real license plates. I went through a phase, my redneck phase I call it, where I bought a pickup truck and I joined the National Rifle Association. But it turns out that the NRA license plate was taken, so I got the NRA Institute for Legislative Action. And if you can see, I went so far as to have Charlton Heston sign it. Many years later, driving a far more efficient Acura Integra, I needed the world to know about my integrity. Now that's not the story that I came here to tell you. I want you to know that I'm the kind of guy that likes to help people. If I see someone broken down by the side of the road, I'm the very first person to pull over and lend assistance. This story takes place, this is something that happened to me, one night after working a 15-hour shift on a TV set. Bleary-eyed, absolutely depleted of energy, driving home on the 405 freeway late one evening, and it's starting to rain, and I see a car broken down on the side of the road. And as I'm about to pass this car, I notice there's two gentlemen standing next to the car wearing bright orange saffron robes. And I thought, oh shit, these are Buddhist monks. If I passed these guys, I would never outlive the car ride. So I pulled right the heck over, I back packed up, and I get out, and there's two Buddhist monks from Thailand and a young American girl that's there to drive them to the airport. And I noticed that the right rear tire on their car has been shredded, and it looks like it went through a confetti maker. And I said, "Can I help you change your spare tire?" And this Buddhist monk looks up at me and he says, "We have no spare tire." Now apparently his minion has been in and out underneath the car and there's no spare tire to be had. So I told him, "Bummer." He asks me, he says, "Can we use your spare tire?" And I said, "Brother, it doesn't work that way. The spare tire on my Mercedes wagon isn't going to work on your Toyota Camry. The bolts don't fit." He says, "Well, then what do we do?" I said, "Well, let's stop and take a breath." Let's go inside, and we opened his trunk. The trunk was packed full of luggage. We start pulling suitcases out one after another. There were 7 suitcases in this trunk, I kid you not. And as I'm pulling out 7 suitcases, all I can think is, this guy's only got one outfit. When everything's out, we reveal a beautifully carpeted trunk, and he says, "You see, there's nothing." And I said, but wait. I lift the carpet and the tray below, revealing a full-size, brand new tire with a jack and all the trimmings ready to get this car on the road. These 2 monks look up at me with eyes as big as saucers, as though I just created a miracle from the trunk of their car. They ask, "Do you know how to change a spare tire?" And I said, "Brother, do I know how to change a spare tire? I had that car up in the air and on a new tire and back on the ground in about 5 minutes flat. This was a NASCAR moment." As we're putting the junk tire and the luggage in the back in the trunk, the monk grabs me by the shoulder and he says, "You will have good karma for this." I said, "Hey, karma is cool, but actually I think I just witnessed one of the best East meets West stories I've ever heard. Here a white Westerner has just shown a Buddhist monk from Thailand that I didn't hold the solution to his problems. He held the solution the entire time. All he needed to do was stop and take a breath. He needed to go inside. And when he still didn't find the solution, he needed to go even deeper." The monk was so grateful. He said, "If there's anything we can ever do for you, please let me know." And I said, "There is something you can do for me. Let's take a picture together, because nobody's ever going to believe this story really happened." And we took the picture. You can just see the camera in the background and a couple raindrops in the foreground. To tie this all together, my last and final personalized license plate, my message for the world in these troubling times, is that there has to be another way.